Hi, this is Mike, MPI Exhaust Technologies. Today we're going to install a 5.3 liter Chevy pickup. We're putting the Bullnoze Series on it. For you guys who want to sound like more power, ho ho ho, we're going to put the old turn downs front of the rear end. First of all, I've already stripped down the factory system. I took the factory clamp right here on your ball flare, unbolted it, 13 millimeter, takes it apart. And then GM has a little clip, it holds it on the pipe. I just popped it off. It just has a simple tab on it. I took anti-seize, and you always want to anti-seize all your ball flares, right? So when it draws up nice and tight. I just put a little on all the way around. So it helps it seal. Once we've installed some anti-seize, we're going to take our pulse chamber, and it has a flare built onto it. Going to reuse the factory flange, band clamp, pop it back on, and then we're going to pop on our pulse chamber, and we're going to slide the factory ball flare back over using a 13 millimeter half inch. I'm going to rotate it back around the way it was from the factory, right? It was pointed up, we got to point it down. I just snugged it on there lightly. The next step, we're going to take and install the head pipes. All of our kits are designed for maximum length, maximum wheelbase trucks. If you take, it's already expanded, notched, we're going to slide on the outside one first. And I'm going to go all the way on until it bottoms out, because I want a good seal. Now if you look in your instructions, they'll give you a dimension from the rear end housing to the head pipe, which in this particular instance is 33.5 inches. I'll just verify my length. It's 33.5 inches. I'm also going to slip on a couple of clamps. I want to slip my clamp on. I'm going to make sure it's pointed nice and straight with my frame. And I still have a little adjustment. I put a 2-inch mark on the pipe, but let's go up here first. Let's snug our clamp on just a little bit. And I want it close to the edge of my pipe so I get a nice sealing surface all the way around. I want the clamp. Then we're going to install hanger number 58. This is going to go on the factory hanger on the right-hand side of the chassis. I'm going to pop it in position, swing it up, and I'm going to drop my saddle bolt on it. And I'm going to lightly snug everything until I get it in position, then we'll go back and final tighten it. Now that I've pre-cut my other head pipe, the same dimensions, I'm going to put on the clamp, slide it up in position, all the way buried it on the system. I'm going to slide it all the way to the front and lightly snug it. I still want to be able to move it, right? And now I got everything in position. Also, I marked it a couple inches in. I want to put my mufflers on. I'm going to slip on a couple clamps. I'm going to put my muffler pack on next. This is our muffler pack. They come welded together for you, so you don't have to muss and fuss. We want everything nice and tight, so they're pre-welded. Inlet, offset inlet, center out. They're marked right on the case of the muffler. Inlet, inlet. Grab my muffler pack, and I'm going to wiggle it up in position. And I'm going to go fetch my front stand. If you look in your instructions, rear end housing to the case of the muffler, the edge of the muffler is 19.5 inches. That sets you up for your bullnose, but if you ever put tailpipes on it, you've got the mufflers in position, plus the hangers fit. I'm going to take hanger number 59 I'm going to pop it in this rear factory hanger, put it up, put the saddle on it. I'm going to start the nuts. I'm not going to tighten anything. I'm just going to get everything start in position. And then number 60 is for the other side. I'm going to go back up here. It's critical where you put your clamps on the mufflers. We want them just to slide over. We want the saddle to be on the edge of the case so we get good seal. Now we're going to I'm going to loosen this just a little bit, allow it, make sure everything's nice and straight on our rear of our mufflers. And then we're going to install our turn downs. I'm going to put a small mark on them, approximately 2 inches in. So I can slide it up in the case. My second turn down, approximately 2 inches in. I'm going to slide it up in the case. I'm going to make sure they point nice and straight towards the ground. And then I'm going to snug my clamps. My clamps / hangers. It's all one piece. I like it there. I want this one right on the edge of my case, my muffler. Then the last step is zip and duck. Our turn downs come below the rear end, so we don't want any heat on our wiring for our ABS brakes, anything. You can adjust the length in this. If you got a lift kit on it, you can shorten these here on the inlet, move them forward to keep them away from the rear end housing. If you don't have good clearance, you can shorten them all the way up, just as long as you leave you a clamp joint in them, right? But on this one here, I think it's back as far as we can get it. They look nice and level, and they're nice and parallel. Head pipes are nice and parallel. Now I can go back and final tighten everything, and I'm going to rattle it tight. 60 foot-pounds is what they recommend for torque, if you want to use a torque wrench. On Chevy trucks, 5.3 liter, 14 to 18, they have a third catalytic converter here, and they use the same ball flare connection. So all the PCs, pulse chambers, are going to be the same from 14 to 18. 19 on up to 24, they got rid of the third cat, but they also use the same ball flare connection. So you can reuse this ball flare from GM. If you happen to damage it, there is a replacement part. Call me, I'll give you the part number. It's 3536055. So our pulse chamber technology is incorporated in all these systems. So the advantage of the Bullnoze system is because no tailpipes, it has a more aggressive sound outside the vehicle. But with the pulse chamber technology, no in-cab resonation or wah, wah, wah going down the road. This is Mike, MPI Exhaust Technologies, where we build kits and ship them directly to you.